So there is a new name emerging in the millions of pages related to the Jeffrey Epstein saga that are being released by the Department of Justice. But this is a name you probably haven't heard before. Karina Shuliak.
Just hours before Jeffrey Epstein's death, something unusual happened. He made one 30-minute phone call. He told guards he was calling his mother, but she had been dead for nearly 15 years. The call was to a woman that almost no one had heard of. A woman named Karina.
Into this woman who allegedly inherited tens of millions of dollars from Epstein's estate after he died. Allegedly, this was the woman who he made his last phone call to while he was alive, when he lied to the feds and he said, I'm making a phone call to my mother, and they didn't check that his mother had been deceased for years. This secret, undocumented, unrecorded phone call on a secure line was apparently to this woman, and there's a whole bunch of theories about how she might have been involved.
Himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good...
Hours before Jeffrey Epstein died, reports claimed a strange moment took place when he spent around 30 minutes on the phone and allegedly told guards he was contacting his mother, despite her having passed away many years earlier. A detail that quickly fueled speculation and mystery, and soon attention shifted to Karina Shuliak, who is often described in online discussions as someone close to him and now said to be sharing new claims about his past, including alleged access to emails and flight records, which some believe could shed light on broader connections tied to his network. However, these narratives also attempt to link high-profile figures such as Ellen DeGeneres to Epstein, claims that remain unverified and widely disputed, as no credible evidence has confirmed such associations. And while the story continues to circulate across media and online spaces, it raises ongoing questions about accountability and transparency surrounding Epstein's known circle. But it is important to separate confirmed facts from speculation, as many of the more sensational claims about Hollywood involvement and specific individuals are not supported by reliable sources, even though they continue to attract public curiosity and debate.
He seemed to be kind of the center of the universe. He was so confident, and he was so attractive, and he was so incredibly smart.
So what you're saying is it wasn't transactional?
No, nothing about it was transactional.
Did you fall in love with him?
I think so.
Watch the professors, they're all confused.
What do you mean that's okay? It's not okay. Get ready. Oh, I can't find it. Hold on.
Jeffrey Epstein's vast and disturbing network has been examined for years, with investigators and journalists working to understand the full scope of his connections. And in recent discussions, attention has shifted toward Karina Shuliak, who is often described in online narratives as someone closely involved in his personal and professional life, with claims suggesting she may have had access to important contacts and internal operations, though many of these details remain unverified and should be treated cautiously. Some of these accounts even attempt to draw links between Epstein's circle and high-profile figures such as Ellen DeGeneres, but there is no confirmed evidence supporting such connections, and these claims largely come from speculation rather than credible reporting. What is documented, however, is that shortly before his death, Epstein updated his will, placing a large portion of his wealth into a trust valued in the hundreds of millions, a move that raised serious legal and ethical questions about how his estate would be handled. And while Ghislaine Maxwell has been widely reported as a key figure in his network, many of the more dramatic claims about other individuals receiving massive inheritances or controlling assets are not supported by reliable sources, leaving a mix of confirmed facts and ongoing speculation, and ultimately raising the central question that continues to surround this case. Why were certain decisions made in his final days, and what do they truly reveal about the structure and reach of his network?